Lopez with Form Pilates, where you can build your business and your body. And today I wanted to spend some time talking about how not knowing your ideal market can be dangerous for your business. Why is it dangerous? Well, first off, if you're not nailing down one specific market, you are kind of being a people pleaser. And when you're a people pleaser, you're trying to be everything to everybody. And the problem with that is that your marketing will be weak because it won't be targeted towards a specific person, a specific market. And you'll probably find that on your website, people are visiting, maybe they're clicking, maybe they're going around, but they're not actually clicking through. They're not actually making the sale. They're not buying the product. They're not signing up for the session because they don't feel like you really know them as a customer. They're shopping around, but they're like, oh, this is a general thing. It's interesting. Informationally, they take it in, but they don't actually convert into a sale. So another reason why not knowing your ideal client or your ideal market can be dangerous is that you can really lose out on some money. For example, say that you are a Pilates instructor and you want to open a Pilates studio in the city that you're in. So you buy all the equipment, you sign the lease, and you find yourself maybe a year, 2 years, you find yourself, I don't really like this, I want to move around, I want to move to a different city, whatever it may be. So can you sell your business? Absolutely. Can you sell the equipment off? Absolutely. Can you get out of your lease? Maybe. And chances are that if you haven't spent a good 3 to 5 years recouping your initial investment, your business probably isn't worth much. You're not really going to get much back. Maybe you'll break even, but definitely you're not going to make a profit. Another reason why not knowing what your ideal market is can be dangerous is that there's legal ramifications. For example, that lease that you signed, right? Can you get out of that? Maybe, maybe not. And are you going to have to spend the money to hire a lawyer to get out of it, or even have to pay the balance of your lease? Very expensive. Also, partnerships. Maybe you decided, hey, I'm going to partner with this person. Sounds like a great idea. They know the high end, I know the low end. Together we'll make a really great team. Well, maybe it didn't work out, or maybe it doesn't feel right, and now you have this legal agreement. You have this business together. So legally, it can cost you a lot of money. There's a way to prevent all of this. And the first step to knowing what your market is and getting out of danger is to get clear. You got to get clear with yourself. You got to ask yourself the tough questions of where you want to be in a few years. How many hours a week do you want to work? Do you want kids? Do you want a family? Do you want to travel? Do you want to make a lot of money? Do you want to make just enough money? You need to know those things about yourself and your life to inform your decisions for your business, right? So again, back to the Pilates studio. You don't want to buy a Pilates studio in the city you're in if you're wanting to travel all around. So your business structure will really be formed based on what you want. So going back to what we've talked about in the past and in other videos is the painted picture. So I definitely recommend doing your painted picture. Think 3 years out, where do you want to be? That will help you. That will prevent a lot of loss in the future. The second step to getting clear is to find out who your ideal client is. I would say that the most important exercise that I've done in my business was the ideal client avatar. It's a difficult exercise because you have to really delve deep into the psyche of this client that you really want to work with. But it's so worth it, and it will really make a difference in how much money you make, and also it'll prevent a lot of mistakes going forward. And the best way to do that is to just start with, who do you love working with? You know, what are the clients that when you see them on your schedule, you're super excited to work with them? The clients that pay on time, the clients that evangelize, right? They tell their friends about you. They bring a bunch of clients to you. Those are the clients that you want to zero in on, right? And you want to think about, if you could make an ideal client, right? A Frankenstein version of all your ideal clients together, or maybe it's one client, and maybe it's very much like that client that you actually have. What would they do for a living? How much money would they make? What do they like to read? What do they like to watch? Where do they live? All of those things, right? Really make a list, name them, right? So that you have this visual in your head, this image of this person that you really want to work with. This is your ideal client avatar. And it is so important because when you craft your marketing on your website, you're going to speak to this person, right? You're going to solve their problems. And that is how you make a real difference in your marketing. And finally, I want you to do some research. So make a list of clients that are similar to that ideal client, or seek out some ideal clients. Where would you find these ideal clients? And do some research. You can create a survey. SurveyMonkey is awesome because you can do a free survey. Or just have a quick interview. I totally recommend taping it, either audio or video, just for your own purpose, so you can really look back and figure out what are the things that these clients want, how much would they pay for your service, what other things do they wish they could get with your service. Those things are going to be huge when you're crafting your pricing, your marketing, and it's really going to help you not make mistakes, not spend a lot of money that you didn't need to spend, and also keep you out of trouble because it can be really dangerous not knowing what your ideal client is. So take my advice, do these steps, tell me what you think in the comments below, share this with your friends, share it on Twitter, share it on Facebook, and then also I want to hear from you, like what are some questions that you have about your business? What are some things that I can talk about or I can help you with that will really make a difference in your day-to-day business? I want to hear from you. So leave a comment below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.